And welcome back. With me right now is Dan Oweiler, and from Sterling Financial Advisors.
Nice
and
bow tie.
Thank you very much.
Getting into the Christmas.
I am. Yes, there we are. Always good to see you, sir.
Good to
welcome.
see you.
You know, last time you were on, before we get into the subject at hand, you talked about Social Security scams, and I was telling Dan that this morning I got 3 calls. You know, they're all scams.
On your cell phone?
On my cell phone, all from Social Security. It was not. And the interesting thing was, it was like 3 within 15 minutes.
Boom,
the
boom,
same
boom.
call.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about other people's phones or whatever, but in the latest update that Apple has on their phones, they have, for lack of a better term, scam detection on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
What I mean by this now is, when I got those phone calls this morning, I looked at my watch, and it used to be you just see a number, and it says this could be a scam call.
Oh, really?
So that's kind of nice. And I know in their latest update, which was like a month and a half, 2 months ago, that was part of it, because they announced it at their meeting.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and I don't know about other Android or whatever, but the point was, even I'm getting calls from Social Security. I don't take it. So,
even you.
Yeah. So please don't call back that number. And any phone call that you don't recognize, you know what? If it's important, they'll leave a message.
Hey, that's
if it's a child, maybe family member, even if something's really going on, if you don't recognize the number, they will leave a message.
That's how I handle all my stuff. And when I recognize a 800 number or something, and they don't leave a message, I just block that number from now. Like you said, they'll call back with a different number, but I'll keep blocking them until they learn.
Yes. So let's talk about, we have 2 subjects today.
A couple of things I thought we could talk about.
The first one is from Fox Business. Dan sends me these articles. World's wealthy bracing for huge sell-off in 2020. So.
Well, whether or not it'll happen, I don't know. But the wealthy, you know, they did a survey of quote-unquote wealthy people. I don't know what they consider wealthy or not. Yeah. That's probably you. But did they call you and ask?
Yeah, probably according to some people running for president.
Right.
No.
But they took a survey of the quote-unquote wealthiest people, and they are expecting a sell-off in the market next year. Okay. And obviously, that's nothing in stone, but that's what they're expecting. Well, to be honest with you, I've been expecting a sell-off for the last 2 years. Right. You know, and last year, last quarter, the third quarter of last year wasn't very good, so it kind of put us in the negative. But this year, market's up 20%. You know, and so. You know, we're going on the 10th year of a bull market. Normally, bull markets run around 6, maybe 7 years. Yeah. And then there's a correction. We're going on 10 now. So everybody's been expecting a correction for some time, but the economy's doing well, and love them or hate them, you know, the Trump policies seem to have affected the economy. And so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's not for certain, but again, I always maintain with people, you know, normally at this stage in people's lives that they're retired, losing 30% is going to change your life much more than earning 20%. You know, and so you just need to be aware that it is going to happen, and I don't know how severe the correction is going to be, but it is going to happen.
And that's a time that people need to look and maybe shift things around.
Again, if you can, I tell my clients, if you can do 4 to 6% and have your money fairly safe, you're probably going to sleep a lot better, as opposed to trying to swing for the fences and get 8 or 10 and then losing 30%. You know, it's just a matter of, I've used this statistic before. Reggie Jackson hit a lot of home runs in his life, but he holds the major league strikeout record as well, because he was always swinging for the fences and striking out. But you know, there's a lot better hitting a lot of singles and not striking out. Yeah, you know, so
that's a really good point.
Word of caution in regards to, you know, people think that there's going to be a sell-off.
Yes. Okay, now we're going to get into another subject, RMDs and required minimum distribution.
Which we've talked about many times.
We have talked about before, but if you could take maybe a minute or so and just remind people what these are, because there could be a lot of people that haven't reached that level yet, or maybe not, or confused by it.
Right. Well, many people have 401k plans. They've been working, saving their money over 20, 30 years, and they've accumulated a good amount of money in their 401k.
Right.
Well, the government says that at some point we want to start getting our taxes on that money. And so at age 70 and a half, there's an IRS requirement that says that people who own retirement accounts like 401ks, 403bs, 457 plans, any type of retirement plan other than a Roth, okay,
because you
Roth
already paid those
IRA,
taxes.
you've already paid those, okay. You have to start taking money out of those accounts and claiming it as income.
Right.
So currently, right now, the IRS has a table, what they call the mortality table for RMD distributions.
Yes.
Okay, it's found in publication 590 of the IRS code. Okay, and so if you have $500,000 in an IRA or 401k at age 70 and a half, you have to go to this table and take the factor there for your age. At 70 and a half, it's 27.4. I just happen to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Age 71, it's 26.5. It goes down every year. And as you're dividing your IRA amount by a lower number, that means your distribution goes up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the IRS has just come out with recommendations or, whatever to increase that table factor because our life expectancies are longer now.
Okay.
So they're looking at increasing those tables from 27.4 to 28 point something because of our, well, that's going to help us because that means we have to take out less RMD.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about this is they haven't made a change in this table for, I don't know, 20 years or something, but 2002, I think it was the last time, but it is not official yet, but they made this recommendation.
So if I'm hearing you right, they're actually changing something that may give the government a little bit less taxes.
Normally, you don't hear that. Normally, you don't hear that. So
I mean, they'll get it eventually. But
yeah, I mean, the amount of money that you're going to save from taxes. I mean, if you have $300,000 in your IRA and you turn 70 and a half, the amount is $10,950.
Right. Okay.
Under the new scenario, it might be $10,450.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you're saving $500
right.
in taxable income, which equates to maybe $100 for the government.
Yeah.
So it's not that much, but if you multiply that by the trillions of dollars that are being taken out, it does come in as a little bit less for the government.
Yeah. Interesting. So we'll see when that may happen.
Right. It's not anything certain right now. It's basically a proposal. They want comments in January, and if it comes out, we'll let you know.
All right. I appreciate it. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
Always good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you.
You take care. And, of course, Sterling Financial Advisor, sterlingfa.com is the website if you want to get a hold of Dan and talk to him. Maybe he can look over things for you and see if he can help you out. 859-8900 is the phone
Sticking
number.
around for Thanksgiving?
Yes. Well, going to see the in-laws, but they're just out in Murrieta.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yes,
Good.
we are. You too?
Actually, I have 5 children, and all of the children are at in-laws this year. It's the first year that we've ever been single for the last 40 years as parents.
So you guys will go out to dinner?
Well, we might.
That's not a bad option. We've done that before.
Yeah.
It's not a bad option. All right, we'll be back. Yeah, one year we got